Did you know that you might be wasting thousands of dollars a year on unnecessary purchases? Imagine what you could do with that money. Make the down payment on your first home, invest in your future, or even fulfill that dream you've had for years. Today, I'm going to reveal 7 psychological hacks that will transform the way you view money and shopping. These simple tricks will not only help you save money, but also allow you to take control of your finances and focus on what truly matters. Are you ready to stop buying junk and start building the future you desire? If so, stick around for the video. Having a higher purpose. There's a very important psychological aspect that can help you stop buying junk, and that's having a higher purpose. When this purpose becomes your focus every day, you'll naturally stop purchasing unnecessary items. With a higher purpose, such as saving $10,000 for a down payment on a house, a small apartment, or a plot of land, you can have a precise and well-defined focus. Imagine that every time you feel the temptation to buy something you don't need, you think about your purpose. This clear vision of your goal will give you the strength to abandon that tempting Amazon cart. When you have a clear and elevated purpose, every purchasing decision aligns with that greater goal. Every dollar you don't spend on unnecessary things is a dollar closer to your goal. This hack will not only help you save money, but also give you a sense of control and satisfaction as you see yourself getting closer and closer to your objective. Keep your higher purpose in mind, and you'll see how every small decision not to buy junk brings you closer to your dreams. Reducing exposure. Distancing yourself from any stimulus that encourages unnecessary purchases is crucial for controlling your spending habits. Start by unsubscribing from commercial email lists that constantly bombard you with offers and promotions. These communications are strategically designed to trigger your buying desires, taking advantage of your emotional impulses. Instead of meeting friends and family at shopping centers, which are often filled with temptations, opt for outdoor activities or home gatherings. By reducing your exposure to these environments, you significantly decrease the chances of making impulsive purchases. It's also helpful to adopt a more systematic approach to your shopping. For example, when buying new clothes, make sure they align with the style and pieces you already have in your wardrobe, creating a cohesive system that avoids the need for more complementary purchases. Similarly, when buying electronic devices, ensure they are from the same brand or are compatible with each other to avoid recurrent purchases of adapters, cables, and other accessories. Reducing exposure to these triggers not only helps you save money, but also strengthens your self-discipline and allows you to focus on what you really need, keeping you steadfast in your financial goals. Setting self-imposed limits. This method involves imposing clear and defined restrictions on your spending habits, helping you maintain control over your expenses and avoid unnecessary purchases. To begin, it's crucial to establish a monthly budget that reflects your income and essential expenses. This budget should be logical and realistic, allowing you to cover your basic needs without falling into the temptation of spending on superfluous items. Additionally, it's important to limit yourself to buying only what you truly need and avoiding impulsive purchases that often provide momentary satisfaction but do not contribute to your long-term well-being. By having strict control over your spending, you ensure that every purchase is a conscious decision and not an impulsive response to a fleeting emotion. To reinforce these self-imposed limits, you can implement strategies like leaving your credit cards at home when you go out, carrying only the cash necessary for your planned purchases, or using apps that help you monitor your expenses and send alerts when you approach your established limits. The key to success in this approach is consistency and self-discipline. By regularly practicing conscious restriction of your spending, you'll develop a habit that allows you to make smarter financial decisions aligned with your long-term goals. The Diderot Effect. This phenomenon is named after the French philosopher Denis Diderot, who, despite living in poverty, received a considerable sum of money when Catherine the Great of Russia bought his library. With this money, Diderot acquired a scarlet robe, and from that moment, he began to notice that his belongings did not harmonize with his new garment. This led him to replace one thing after another. He bought a new carpet, decorated his house with sculptures, acquired a new mirror, a better kitchen table, and replaced his straw chair with a leather one. This impulse to keep buying to maintain aesthetic harmony is known as the Diderot Effect. It's a cycle where a new acquisition generates a chain of additional purchases. Does it sound familiar? You've probably bought a new dress and then felt the need to acquire shoes, a bag, and accessories to match. Or maybe you bought a new sofa, and suddenly your living room seemed to need a complete makeover to match the sofa. This behavior can trap us in an endless cycle of consumerism, taking us away from our financial goals. To avoid falling into the Diderot effect, it's crucial to be aware of this pattern and reflect before making new purchases. Ask yourself if you really need the new item or if you're buying it just to complement something you already have. Being aware of this effect and its implications will help you maintain control over your purchasing decisions and focus on what truly matters. Not buying anything new for a month. This challenge may seem drastic, but it's a powerful tool to break the cycle of impulsive consumption and reevaluate your real needs. During this month, you commit to not acquiring any new items, allowing you to observe and analyze your shopping habits and discover how dependent you are on acquiring new things. This period of abstinence forces you to reflect on what you already have and how you can make the most of it. You'll likely discover that many of the things you buy are not really necessary and that you can manage perfectly well with what you already own. This exercise also helps you develop a greater appreciation for your current belongings and foster a more minimalist and conscious mindset. If an unavoidable need to buy something arises during this month, set the rule that you can only purchase it if it's secondhand. Buying used items is not only a more economical option, but also a sustainable practice that reduces your environmental footprint. Additionally, it allows you to continue with the challenge without completely breaking the commitment not to buy anything new. By the end of this month, you'll likely have developed greater resistance to impulsive purchases and a deeper understanding of your true needs. This act not only helps you save money, but also empowers you to make more conscious purchasing decisions aligned with your long-term values and financial goals. In summary, applying these 5 psychological hacks can radically transform your relationship with money and shopping. From having a clear purpose to setting self-imposed limits and reducing exposure to shopping triggers, each of these methods will help you not only save money but also develop a more conscious mindset focused on your long-term financial goals. Integrating these habits into your daily life can lead to a significant improvement in your financial and emotional well-being. And if you'd like to discover the 8 expenses that are draining money from your pocket, watch the next video.